So I want to start with a fun little exercise, how to easily spark new ideas in 5 minutes with toy math. I'm going to quickly tell you what toy math is, and we're going to get to do this exercise together live. So toy math, let me give you a quick example. Toy math is something I teach my students in TCA in depth. It's when you combine two different types of toys or play patterns to create a great idea. So an example of toy math in the real world is the combination of a parlor game and the combination of the commercial game Connect 4 to create what you see here in the photo is actually a game by Hasbro. So they combined essentially beer pong and their existing classic game and came up with this new way to play. It adds a whole new dimension because you can't just choose exactly where you want to go. It adds an area of uncertainty and chance to a traditional classic game. So let's talk a little bit about how to use toy math. You can do this with a Post-it. You can do this with a few pieces of paper that you write down and cut apart. So for visuals, I illustrated a Post-it here. So let's do this by just writing down 4 commercial toys or games. If you have your notebooks with you, you can do this now with me. You should have your notebooks. You don't have to rip out the pages. We'll figure out a way to do it without doing that. Write down 4 commercial toys or games. You can copy the ones I have here: Uno, Jenga, Connect 4, Polly Pocket. Then I want you to write down 4 play patterns or parlor games. Now, parlor games are just games that you can play without any special equipment. Usually they're tabletop games or indoor games that you can play with things you have around the house, like beer pong, like Go Fish, which you just play with a regular deck of cards. And then also write down play patterns like water fights, unboxing, fashion hair play, just 4 of those. Now, once you have all that, if it's on a Post-it, you're gonna physically mix it up. If it's not on a Post-it and it's in your notebook, you could just honestly just like close your eyes and the next step we're gonna point to some. You'll see what we're gonna do in the next step. So after they're all mixed up, you're going to pick 2 out. So if again, it's in your notebook, close your eyes, point to 2 different ones, see which ones you get, okay? In this example, we're gonna pretend like we mixed all of those words up and we got the word Uno and we got water fight. So this is giving us a toy math equation to solve. It's a great way to spark new ideas when you just can't think of anything, when you're feeling stuck, or you're just feeling tired of doing the same thing over and over again. That used to happen to me so much in my full-time job. That's why toy math is so much fun. So it is your turn. I actually want you to try to combine Uno and water fight. Throw in the comments, if you don't mind sharing your brilliant ideas, what could happen with Uno and water fight. And I'm gonna think of an idea and see if I can share it with you too. I haven't done this before. So tell me if you have an idea for Uno and how you could combine a water fight. Okay, I have an idea. So what if in the game Uno, we swap out the reverse card for a water balloon fight card? And maybe there is a mechanical water balloon that you don't necessarily throw, but you push down on and water splurts out. So whenever somebody has the reverse card, it's no longer a reverse card, it's water balloon splash card, and you press on that and everyone gets squirted with water just for good old fun. So that's a quick idea and a quick take on Uno. And Erin gave some ideas in the chat. Erin says, if you don't say Uno in time, the other players get to shoot you with water guns. That's a really fun idea. If you don't say Uno in time, not only do you not win, but you find out you don't win by getting shot with water guns. That's hilarious. I feel like we need to put some theming around that idea, but I love that. And I'm gonna go with Erin's explanation for a little bit. So say you use toy math to come up with an idea. And now you're saying at the end of a game, Uno, if they don't say Uno, they get splashed with a water gun. That's great, but I don't want you pitching that exact idea. You use that as a jumping off point. So now the question becomes, what if there was a game where you had to say something at the end when you win, and if you don't say it, you get splashed with a water gun? What could that game be? And kind of start from scratch in that new place.